looks like, I'm going to double check. Looks like that's against Hine. It's tapped up in the air. No, Hine has it, and they immediately try to get the ball to Carmine, but the Cats knocked the ball out of bounds as Courtney Rue got in there quickly. Vincennes puts it into play underneath their own bucket. Comes into Krager. Works top of the key to Carmine. Reverses back to Krager. Lobs it underneath. That is Lang. Lang up, no good. It's tapped around. Rebound comes down to Canice for the Wildcats.
And she's a 6-foot sophomore. I love this roster, Walt. Not numerical order, not alphabetical order, not by grade.
That's why I get here early.
Holy cow.
And on the junior varsity and the varsity squads together, so I have the starters marked, and then we'll write them off the roster as we go. Jasper with the ball. Canice top of the key. Works the ball to Nottingham. Hilgeford back to Canice, top of the key. Canice, one dribble. Goes in the low block, and it will be a held ball as Egbert is tied up by Lang.
Yeah, Lincoln playing a man-to-man that time, and we didn't get very good movement through it into a crowd where three defenders were. I don't know what they thought she'd do with it.
Egbert free throw line, drives, left-handed layup is blocked. Vincennes has the basketball, and the block was by Lang.
I like that Reagan went to the basket, though, went strong.
Yes.
Didn't get the call. There's going to be a call in a minute with Canice and Hine.
Yeah, they're going at it. Krager Ennis and Canice, good defense. Cats Rue has it going the other way. Drives, kicks the ball back out to an open Canice left wing. Three-pointers, no good. Coming out with a rebound, Lang for Vincennes. Carmine works the ball up across the timeline. Drives, contact. And I think they're going to get the block on the Cats. So it was close.
The outside official was going to call it on Rue, I believe. And I think the inside official, they're going to stay with Rue.
And Courtney picks up her first. As Carmine will put the ball into play. Puts it into Hyde. Underneath, Egbert gets the interception. Rue works the ball down the floor. Bounce passes it off to Hilgeford. Puts it up. Shots blocked. Cats ball underneath their own bucket.
I think she outsmarted herself that time. She thought she had somebody on her hip, but didn't. Thought she might get the whistle, but Cats fortunate to keep the ball.
Rue puts the ball into Egbert. Puts it up. It's blocked by Hyde. Coming down the other way is Green. Green drives, and a block is going to be called on Jasper. Hilgeford will get that foul. That'll be her first, team second. Cats doing a good job of trying to take the charge, but both times have been about a half step off.
Yeah, I think you're right. The intent was there, but you cannot move. Even though you know what's coming, you got to stand and take it. If there's any movement at all, they're going to call it on the block. First free throw is good. Green
hits the free throw for Vincennes. Vincennes takes a 1-0 lead. 6:18 to go in the first quarter. Green has one more. It is up, and it is also good, and it's 2-0. Vincennes. Vincennes comes off the pressure, and Nottingham brings it up for the Lady Wildcats. Hilgeford. Hilgeford works to Canice on the left wing. One bounce goes in the low block to Egbert. Up off the glass, no good. Green has the rebound for Vincennes. Green brings it down on the near side, pops the ball back to Carmine. Long three-point shot is good.
That's what I'm talking about. You cannot collapse and just forget where the guard play is, and she was wide open.
That was an NBA three.
Yeah, but she can hit it.
Canice, 17-footer, rims off high, no good. Lang comes down with the board for Vincennes. She's been a rebounding machine. Carmine across the timeline. Carmine drives into the lane, puts it up, no, but another foul's going to be called on the Wildcats. And Vincennes dominating early.
I think she's going to get her second foul. Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about. You got to move your feet. You cannot reach.
Al Hilgeford gets her second personal foul. And the free throw by Carmine is up and no good. 5-0 Vincennes, 5:40 to go in the first period. They're going to get Hilgeford out of the ball game.
Going to bring Emma Shelton in, Walt, the sophomore, earlier than probably they planned.
Now she's getting more minutes each and every ball game. Carmine hits that one. 4 points for Carmine, and it's 6-0. Like to get a score before they get the extra point. Canice goes to Shelton on the left wing. Skip pass back to Canice. Canice drives, loops it underneath. Lang takes it away for Vincennes.
Yeah, she tried to just lob it over, and that's not going to happen.
Not against this team. Lang drives, kicks the ball outside to Krager. Driving in the lane, a little bit out of control is Carmine. Puts it up again, no good. Coming out with the rebound is Lang. And Egbert had it, but she had her foot on the baseline.
They're going to give the ball to Jasper, though.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That one kind of caught me off guard.
Nottingham works the ball up. The Cats down 6-0. Works to Egbert on the high post. Bounces it back out to Rue. Rue goes to Kenny's three-pointer by Nottingham. Rims off, no good. Tapped around, knocked out of bounds. Jasper's ball underneath their own bucket.
Yeah, nice job of battling, keeping the ball alive.
Cats want to get that donut off the board as Rue puts it into play. Rue looks, gets the ball to Emma Shelton, who loses it. Krager probably ought to get rid of the ball, but she's going to take it coast to coast. And good job by Nottingham getting her hands on the ball. It goes out of bounds and will go back to Vincennes.
Yeah, being on radio, we can describe it as up high to block it, but it's about waist high.
No, she brought it down. Timeout on the floor by Jasper. 4:47 in the first. Jasper down to Vincennes 6. 4:47 to go in the first period. Comes into Lang for Vincennes. She drives in the lane, puts it up, no good. Bounced around. Lang gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good. Tapped around. Cadiz gets the board for the Wildcats. Outlet pass to Nottingham. Behind the back dribble. Works the ball across the timeline. Top of the key for Nottingham. Works off the Cadiz screen. Baseline to Rue. Three-pointer good. The Cats are on the board. Courtney Rue with the first three, and it's 6-3.
Nice pass by Nottingham after the drive right there.
Green works the ball across the timeline, gets it back to Carmine, drives in the lane, loop passes to Lang, who scores. Lang with the sophomore with her first 2 points, and it's 8-3 Vincennes. Rue in the lane, puts it up, no good. Tapped around, coming down with a rebound is Lang for Vincennes. It's tapped around. Carmine will bring it across the timeline for Vincennes. Goes to Green. Lang top of the key three, swish.
Pretty good range there by the 6-footer.
I'm impressed. 5 points for Lang. 11-3 Vincennes. Cadiz for the Wildcats on the left wing. Goes to Rue. Rue top of the key to Shelton. Shelton in the low block. That is Gress up, no good. Coming down with the rebound is High. Carmine works the ball down on the near side for Vincennes.
The Cats are getting some looks, Walt, just not able to knock them in underneath.
They're not
0 for 7.
Yeah, they're not going in. That is for sure. Carmine drives. That's a charge. No, they're going to call a block on Gress.
Well,
I thought Gress may have gotten the charge.
We're getting beat by the dribble, and then we're just a half a step slow helping out. They're not reacting. Get there and stay there, you'll get that call. Get there at the last minute, you're very seldom going to get the call.
Rachel Gress picks up her first, team's fourth. Vincennes has yet to foul. They're going to say it wasn't a shooting foul.
They're letting them play both ends. I mean, there's a lot of banging on every rebound, some turnovers that could have been fouls.
Ball comes into Lang, knocked away, but Carmine has it for Vincennes. Comes on the near side to Krager. Krager drives in the lane. Beautiful pass to Lang, who scores.
Good pass and even better just awareness by Lang, just waiting for that basketball. Cats just not quick enough defensively. 7
points for Lang. It's 13-3 Vincennes. Cadiz drives in the lane, scoops it up, no good. Hyde gets the rebound. Comes out on the near side to Carmine. Carmine bounce passes the basketball to Hyde. Hyde top of the key works to Carmine. Carmine in the lane. Bounce passes out to Lang. Three-pointer baseline. Man, she's pretty good. That's a three-pointer by Lang. She's got 10, and it's 16-3 Vincennes.
Yeah, good range. Good off the dribble as well. Cat's going to pick up a first foul on Lincoln here.
Yeah, Nottingham drove into the lane.
Well, Walt, we're 0 for 8 on our field goal attempts, but we have 0 offensive boards. And they have 8 defensive, so we're not getting any second chances.
Nottingham trying to get her first points of the night. Free throws no good. Right now, we're just getting our posteriors whooped. I mean...
Yeah, we're a step behind.
Yes. It is good. And Vincennes is I don't think we're playing that bad. Vincennes has just been very impressive. Our diamond press, though, causes Green to take one too many steps, and that press has bailed the Cats out of a lot of trouble this year. It's been worked pretty well.
Lincoln has 4 turnovers. Jasper only has 2. It's not able to hit any buckets, but we've gotten underneath, but a couple of times just thrown it up, I guess, hoping to get a call, a whistle.
Well, Cadiz has the basketball for the Wildcats. Comes out to Courtney Rue. Rue to Gress on the right wing. Basketball's deflected. Nottingham goes back and gets it. Cadiz drives in the lane. Shot fakes back to Rue. Rue in the lane. Back to Cadiz. Three-pointer. Claire rims off. No good. Carmine got a hand on it. Knocks it out of bounds. The Cats have it underneath their own bucket, as Rue will put it into play for the Wildcats. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Though in the JV game, Vincennes got off to an early start. Jasper ended up winning that one big. Maybe that can happen 2 games in a row. Shelton drives in the lane and is going to get fouled by Lang. So Emma went strong to the basket, got the contact, and that will be Lang's first personal foul. Team's second.
Good, strong drive to the basket, and like you said, going to shoot 2 free throws here.
Emma's free throw up, and nothing but net. 16-5 Vincennes. One more for Shelton. Like the way Emma plays. Second one is up. I jinxed her. Rebound behind. And it's 16-5. Driving in the lane is Carmine. She hits it. It counts. And one.
Well, again, Cats moving their hands and not their feet. You move your feet, take that drive away. You've got the issues for Lincoln, but if you just step and then reach and slap at it, you're not going to get that call.
You play
5
defense.
Team fouls should be on Jasper.
You play defense with your hands. You're going to get it every
this whole
time.
game is meant to be played from the base, the feet.
No good by Carmine. She's 1 for 3 at the line. It's 18-5 Vincennes. 1:35 to go here in the first period. Cadiz works the ball underneath, and it's taken away by Lang of Vincennes.
I don't think she had a choice. The ball was lobbed right to her.
Carmine's got Cadiz chasing her. Gets the ball to Green on the far side. Flips the ball to Krager. Krager back to Green. Green on the right wing. Lobs the ball to Hyde. Hyde in the low block. Has it taken away by Cadiz. Rugby scrum. Change of possession arrow. It goes to Vincennes. Vincennes ball underneath their own bucket. 1:13 of the first quarter. Glad you're along with us on Sports Radio.
You can see that alignment.
And she misfires. Rebound comes down to Shelton. Nottingham drives in the lane, puts it up, and it's blocked. But Rue gets it back, no good. Cadiz gets it back. I will say the Cats are attacking the basket now.
Right, just can't get anything to fall, but that's the first time we got 2 offensive rebounds and continue to take it to them. They have blocked 5 shots already, Walt, which is pretty good in a girls' basketball game. Coming
into the ball game is Marissa Carmine.
Yeah, you can have this list that you started if you want.
That's okay. No,
okay. Had your scratches.
I started with 5 because there's about 30 names on the varsity.
Gotcha.
We don't have that many on our scorecard. So Jasper puts it into play. Cadiz side court for the Wildcats. Gets the ball inside. Rue fires it up, no good, and Hyde has the board for Vincennes. Carmine, that being Darian Carmine, has the basketball. Works to Lang. Back out high to Carmine, the junior. Drives in the lane, knocked away. Emma Shelton has it for the Cats. Nottingham across the timeline on the far side. She hold it back up. Baseline Cadiz. Cadiz drives up in the air. No, but she's fouled. Going to the free throw line.
Yeah, that'll drive their coach crazy. Don't foul on a shot like that, a double pump scoop. Travis is shaking his head.
At one of them playground shots.
Yep. Well, she's at the free throw line.
Yeah, she got herself to the free throw line, which is good. Claire had a good ball game against Heritage Hills. Her free throw is no good. Tell you what, though, the Cats in this situation against this Vincennes team, they're going to have to hit their free throws. There is no...
Yeah, 2 of 5 right now. That's not going to close the gap.
Second one, she missed them both. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, and got it to fall.
How about that?
Well,
that'll drive a coach crazy on the other side.
Not exactly the way they had that ridden up either. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. And it stays at 18-7.
Cats might have got away with one that time. Hine went up for the shot.
Lang with a basketball for Vincennes. Comes to Carmine. Knocked out of bounds, and the Cats get the ball.
Well, they've turned it over 6 times. You got 6.8 seconds to go. You're down 18-7. Love to get at least 2 right here.
Well, this would be a big momentum builder if the Cats could get this at the end of the quarter.
Need to get a shot.
Knies gets the 3, rims off, no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. Here at the Jasper Gym with the score. Vincennes Lincoln 18, Jasper 7. Let's take a 60-second break. You're listening to Jasper Lady Wildcats.
12 on her 2-point shots. 1 of 5 behind the arc and 2 of 6 at the line. So I think maybe our shooting is a little too cold right now to stay in this game. Going to have to start knocking some shots down.
So in essence, we're fortunate to be where we are.
It could be a lot worse. I really believe that.
Shelton works to Rue.
Checked in too. See how she can do underneath.
Nottingham gets it to Knies, top of the key. Knies bounce passes underneath. The shot is up and no good by Murder. It's out of bounds, and it will be a foul on the Wildcats. It looks like they're going to pick that one up to Rue. That'll be your first.
A lot of contact there.
That'll be your second. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. Carmine gets the ball across the timeline. Dumps it to Hine. Hine.
Travel.
Sure did. We'll give Raleigh Murder credit there.
Good help. And you know what? We're wanting to call at the other end, our crowd, but they're not calling it this end when Jasper's on defense either. So
18-7. Chance for Jasper to get closer. Nottingham works it across the timeline. Gets the ball to Knies. Shelton back to Nottingham. Nottingham back to Shelton. Rue in the low block back to Nottingham. Nottingham goes to Shelton behind the back dribble. That's Rue baseline. Rims off, no good. Long rebound comes down to Vincennes. And a baseline 3-point shot. Rims off, no good by Macy Carmine. And it was that Lang?
Yeah, good follow, I believe it was.
Lang puts it up and in. And she's got a lot of points. She's got 12.
Cats missed their shot at the other end, and
a long pass down to Marcy Carmine, and Carmine puts it up and in. She's got 4 points, and it's 22-7 Vincennes. Jessica Meringer has seen enough. 6:31 to go in the first half with the score. Vincennes Lincoln 22 and Jasper 7. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break and be back. You're listening to Jasper Lady Wildcats basketball on WITZ.
Picture this, that moment when you receive the keys to your new home. Now that is an exciting moment in life. Let German American Bank.
And let Lincoln go on a 4-0 run, not what you wanted to do here. He's having a hard time getting a good shot off, and I guess you're going to have to give some credit to Lincoln's defense.
Their defense has been outstanding. There's no other way you can look at it. Jasper driving to the bucket, kicks back out to Rue. 15-footer, rims off, no good. It's tapped out, tapped around. Green has it for Vincennes. Puts it up, no good. Coming out with a rebound is Courtney Rue for the Wildcats. Gets the ball down to Nottingham. 16-footer high up into the air, no good. Knies gets the rebound. Back to Nottingham. Shot fake in the lane. Puts the scoop shot up and hit it.
That's what we need to do is attack the rim. We're slinging it up from outside. That's not going to work.
22-9 is the score. Knies with the takeaway underneath the Nottingham. No, but she's going to the free throw line.
That's interesting. He was waving the shot off, so we'll see. They may take it out of bounds. Jasper has 16 fouls, and Lincoln either 4 or 5.
This game has kind of turned into a Chinese fire drill. That may not be a bad thing for the Wildcats. Murder 15-footer, rims off, no good. fight for the ball, and Emma Shelton gets in and will tie up Carmine for Vincennes. That's Marissa Carmine.
We're 10% from the field, 2 of 20.
We're making progress. That's sad.
Well, we're just slinging it up.
Carmine works the ball across the timeline for Vincennes. On the right wing, drives in the lane, scoop shot up and good.
Well, we look like cones. They're just slicing and going right around us.
Darian Carmine with 8 points, and it's 24-9 Vincennes. Emma Shelton, top of the key, works to Canice on the right wing. Comes back to Nottingham. Canice, top of the key, works to the right wing. Back to Nottingham. Nottingham, one dribble, top of the key, Rue. Canice goes on the near side to Shelton. Shelton in the low block to Murder. Murder back to Nottingham, up off the glass. Nope. Coming down with a rebound is Vincennes Lincoln's High, and the timeout called by Vincennes. 4:57 to go in the first half with the score. Vincennes Lincoln 24 and Jasper 9. We'll take a 30-second.
They got some good sophomores.
Yeah, they do
here tonight. I don't have their lineup right in front of me, but
they're good.
They're just going right around our defense right now.
Darian Carmine will get it. She has to pull it back out. Nottingham on her. Works the ball back out to Hines. 16-footer baseline. Rims off, no good. Lang up, no good. And a foul on the Wildcats. That is going to be Egbert picking up the foul.
Well, she impresses me, Walt. She's a smart player. Gets in position. Just beat us to the backside that time. Macy Lang, 6-foot sophomore, but that shot was up. We just stood and watched, and she was racing into position. Got the rebound and hits the free throw.
That is up, and that is good. She's got 13 points. I'll be honest with you. You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me a lot of Megan Sternberg.
Well, she can play a little bit.
She may be my favorite Lady Wildcat to go through here. Won a lot of ball games for us.
Megan was a dandy. Dandy.
Lang has 14 points now, and they're going to get her out of the ball game.
Yeah, mercy rule. They're going to pull her out for a little bit. She has 14. We have 9, if that puts it in perspective for you.
It should, yes. Nottingham to Canice. Riley Murder on the right wing. Gets it to Nottingham. Nottingham and a foul will be called on Vincennes Lincoln. I think they're going to get Krager on that. If they are, that's her second personal foul.
Yeah, 6 on the team, and we've been outscored in this quarter, Walt, 8-2. Hard to close ground at that pace.
Coming into the ball game for Vincennes, it's number 30, Callie Haynes. And I got a feeling we may be seeing a lot of Vincennes players in here tonight. Ball comes into Murder. Rue. Baseline Nottingham. Rims off, no good. And Green is off to the races. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Carmine. Green works the ball back outside. Comes back to Green for an open three near side. Rims out, no good. Rue has the board for the Wildcats.
Nice block out.
Rue gets it to Nottingham on the right wing, drives baseline for the Cats. Behind the back pass to Murder, who scores.
Now, that was a nice job set up by the dribble penetration, and Murder was ready to take it up strong with the left hand. Nice job.
26-11.
A nice steal by the Cats.
Egbert has it. Left-handed layup. No, but she's fouled as Callie Haynes will pick up the personal foul for Vincennes Lincoln.
Well, maybe we can try to get them in foul trouble. That's 7 on them.
And that's going to bring Egbert to the free throw line. 5'10 junior does not have a point left. They're going to get Lang back into the game. Rolls around and falls off. That's been the kind of half it's been for the Cats.
Yeah, 2 of 7 at the line, 1 of 6 behind the arc, and 3 of 22.
Yeah.
2-point shots.
Gress back into the ball game for Jasper. Murder will send out. Egbert has another free throw. And by golly, she missed them both. Green has the rebound. And
run 3 out, I think.
Carmine works the ball on the baseline to Lang.
There you go.
And she throws it out of bounds. In her defense, she was losing her balance as she passed.
Right. Nobody broke to the basket. She put a bounce pass right to the end of her bench.
An opportunity A bucket here would get it back to them only doubling the Wildcats up. Canese works to Gress on the baseline. Gress back to Canese. Canese top of the key. Works it to Nottingham. Nottingham back to Canese. Canese baseline. Egbert in the low block. Puts it up. No good. And the rebound comes down to Hyde of Vincennes. So it stays at 26-11. Carmine works to Marcy Carmine on the baseline. It's Lang. Back up to Carmine. The junior loops in the lane, puts it up and in.
Well, the story hadn't been so much Hyde underneath, Walt. It's been their guards just going around our guards and either dumping it off or hitting an easy jump shot.
Darian Carmine has 10 points, and it's 28-11. Vincennes. Canese, 15-footer, no good. Rims around. Carmine has it, but it's taken away by Egbert, who scores. A great play. An Ackerman oil slick play by Egbert.
Yeah, good.
And it's 28-13. We got to take those where we can right now.
Got beat off the dribble again at the other end.
Who got that?
You'll never guess.
Good line.
Yep.
16 points for her. It's 30-13.
Rue with a three-pointer.
Rue answers with a baseline tray. 30-16. It's back to a 14-point lead. And Rue gets a foul that I'm sure Coach Maringer would rather she not get, about 70 feet away from the basket.
Right, and they'll go to the free throw line where they are 5 of 7 so far as a team.
Substitution
3
for
on Rue.
Vincennes.
That's a big foul, Walt, if that's
yes,
right.
It is.
Is that her third? Is that what you have?
Yes, I do. Coming in for Vincennes is number 10, Callie Foster.
Well, Courtney knows better than that.
Yes. Free throw is good by Green. She's 3 of 3 at the line. And it's 31-16 Vincennes. Hits that one, and it's 32-16. Green with 4 points all at the line. Nottingham works the ball down as we're under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Canese gets the ball to Nottingham. Three-pointer is no good. Canese goes and gets the long rebound, finds Blasey. Blasey to Nottingham. Whistle. Foul is going to be called away from the ball. Appears on Vincennes. Mr. Zaire will let us know. That's going to put Gress to the free throw line. That is on number 5, Chloe Cardinal. Free throw is good by Gress. And Vincennes is starting to use their bench. Second one no good. Hyde has the rebound.
She has a bunch of rebounds, maybe double figures already.
Oh, yeah. Hyde to Green. Skip pass to Foster. Back out, three-pointer, top of the key. Rims off high, no good. Gress has the rebound as that was Cardinal that fired up the three.
Yeah, nice block out by Gress.
Canese top of the key, three. Air ball.
That's
goes out of bounds. Vincennes has the ball. Well, the wheels are off right now for the Cats.
Yeah, there's just no timing, no rhythm, or a sense of purpose right now. It's just like a hot potato. They get down and somebody puts it up. Combined, we've only had 6 buckets, 2 of them for three-pointers.
Murder's going to come into the ball game, and Canese will sit out as Carmine will bring the ball across the timeline. 32-17. Lang works it to Hyde, off the glass and in. That was way too easy.
Yeah, great positioning on their part, but like you said, a little easy, a little quick. We're not putting any pressure on the ball.
34-17 Vincennes. Nottingham top of the key works on the right wing. That is Blasey. Gress on the left wing to Nottingham. Nottingham back at the free throw line, drives in the lane in heavy traffic, and that is going to be a foul on Darian Carmine. So she is human. That's going to send Nottingham to the free throw line. You'd like to make maybe these free throws and another bucket before the end of the half.
Yeah, I'd like to get a stop. You're right. Right now you're doubled up, 34-17. You did hit that. That
is Brooke hitting the free throw. She's got 4 points and is 2 of 3 at the free throw line. One more coming 34-18 Vincennes. Second one is up. Second one is good. 34-19. As Hyde will get it back to Carmine, and Carmine will bring it up over the timeline. Carmine works the basketball to Marissa Carmine. Hyde on the baseline. Ball knocked away. Rugby scrum underneath. Bodies flailing everywhere. Good job by Egbert on the defense. Change of possession there. Gets it back to the Cats. You know what? We hit a bucket here. I know this doesn't sound like much, but where we're at, we hit a bucket here. It is a 13-point ball game. And that's closer than the Cats have been in a while.
Yeah, just getting in the 20s would be good.
Nottingham walks the ball across the timeline for the Cats. Calls the shot. Vincennes waiting on him. Gress on the left wing, back to Nottingham. 10 seconds. Nottingham drives in the lane, scoops it up and scores. That is a good play by Brooke. 34-21, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. 50-footer by Carmine is off the rim, and that is the end of the first half. With a score, Vincennes Lincoln 34 and Jasper 21. As with that last shot by...
One great new Chevy Silverado. Do the math. Then come see the new Chevy Silverado today at Jubilar Chevy in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Now Vincennes has the ball. It's immediately taken away by Jasper. And driving is Brooke Nottingham. She puts it up and in, and that's the way to start the second half.
And she attacked the rim, Walt. Went right after it. That's what we got to do.
For the third, that's as close as Jasper's been in a while. 34-23 Vincennes. Cross-court pass to Green. Carmine, top of the key, works into the lane. Drive, scoops, knocked away by the Wildcats. On the run out, that is Nottingham. Doesn't get it to fall. It's tapped up, tapped around. Green gets the rebound, and
Cats
she's
ball.
going to step on the baseline.
Yeah, got to hit those layups. I know it was tough, but got to finish it. Cats will have it under their own basket, though.
Yeah. Hyde was trying to politic her way in for Vincennes. I don't blame her.
Well, the girl stepped out of bounds and came back in.
Nice inbounds pass to Egbert. Egbert misfires, and Lang pulls down the board for Vincennes.
Yeah, those are the ones you just, if you want to win this game, you got to knock them down. Nothing against Reagan or her effort, but when we get layups and 2-foot shots, you got to knock them down to beat a good ball club.
Yes, you do. You got to hit them. That shot is up and no good. High with a rebound and a foul underneath the bucket.
Well, we didn't get her out of there, Walt, and it was a great job by her of timing it, she didn't foul us. She picked up a big offensive rebound and then got a foul on Canise on top of it.
That will be Claire's first personal foul, team's first of the second half. High going to the free throw line. That's good. Now, if you would have told me that we would have Hine at 3 points right now,
and they have 12 turnovers and us 3,
I would say we would be in pretty good shape as Hine hits both that. But Lang has killed us. 36-23 Vincennes. Nottingham across the timeline gets it to Canise. Canise on the baseline to an open Hilgeford three-pointer, no good. Nottingham rebound, reverse layup, good.
That was big time, Walt. That was a big-time hustle play and a heck of a shot by Brooke.
11 points for Brooke Nottingham. It's 36-25. Jasper is starting to climb a little closer to being back in this as Lang drives baseline, knocked away by Canise. Claire has it across the timeline for the Wildcats. Stutter step in the lane, scoop shot, and good. Cats on a roll.
Transition. That's when she's at her best. We've cut it to 9, Walt. It was 11 after the first quarter.
Timeout called Vincennes. 6:24 to go in the third period with a score. Vincennes 36, Jasper 26.com. Vincennes has the basketball. The lead has not been in single digits for a long time. 36-27 now. Green for Vincennes. Comes back. That goes to Marissa Carmine. Back to Green on the far side. Marissa Carmine to Darian. And Darian, the junior, drains the tray.
Well, you can tell after that timeout they wanted quicker ball reversal and beat our defense. They did a nice job of that.
13 points for Carmine. It's 39-27 Vincennes. Canise with the basketball to Grass free throw line. Comes back to Canise, who walks. They'll give it back to Vincennes. Vincennes with a substitution. And that is going to be Krager coming back into the ball game for Green for Vincennes. Carmine will set it up. Goes on the baseline to Hyde. Back to Marissa Carmine. Skip pass. Goes to Krager. Back to Marissa Carmine. Three-pointer. No good. Shot up by Krager is no good, but she's fouled.
Well, that's what you run into in a zone sometimes. You don't block out a particular person. You turn and watch, and that's what the Cats did that time, and Lincoln crashed the boards, and they'll shoot two.
Egbert has her second personal foul. Krager, a freshman, misfires for the free throw. You know, the scary thing is this Vincennes team is young.
Yeah, mostly sophomores. Only, one senior or two on the whole roster?
Hyde's the only senior. I think there may be one more.
I think you're right, the only one. Did they hit that one?
Yeah, 40-27. That's the first point for Krager. Egbert gets the ball to Kneiss. Whistle and a foul will be called on Marissa Carmine of Vincennes. That is her first personal foul. Team's first in the second half. Green will come back into the ball game for Vincennes. Krager will sit out. Krager got the start. Kneiss to Hildeford, back to Kneiss. Back to Hildeford, top of the key, Nottingham. Nottingham reverses the basketball. Comes back on the near side to Kneiss. Kneiss, high post to Gress. Back to Kneiss. Hildeford on the baseline, drives in the lane, puts it up and in. That was one of the best plays we've had tonight.
Yeah, nice job attacking the rim, pulling up in an open space instead of taking that extra dribble and getting in trouble.
40-29. Back to an 11-point ball game. Green to Carmine. On the left side to Marissa Carmine. It goes out of bounds. Kicked by Jasper. Vincennes has it underneath their own bucket. Foster back into the ball game. Also, Krager back to the ball game for Vincennes. Green setting down, and Cardinal setting down. And the ball comes into Krager. Krager back to Carmine, back to Krager, knocked out of bounds. Will be last touch by Brooke Nottingham. Brooks had herself a good game tonight.
Yeah, a lot of hustle right there. Nice job of really harassing the basketball or person with the basketball.
Carmine puts it into play. Comes into Krager. Back to Carmine. A dump pass underneath. That is a shot that's no good by Lang. Cats go in the other direction. Nottingham hits it again.
Nice job. Transition, Walt. We had 0 buckets in that first half in our transition game.
That brings it back to 40-31. Cats down by 9. They're clawing back in and making this a competitive game. Vincennes, Carmine. That works to Krager. Krager no good. It's bounced around. The rebound comes down to Vincennes, and it goes off the foot of Callie Foster, and the Cats are going to get it back.
Well, 16 turnovers for Lincoln. I have us for 4, and we're down by 9.
And that's as close as we have been in a long time.
It's the first quarter, yes.
Nottingham for the Wildcats. Nottingham to Gress. Hildeford top of the key, near side. Nottingham. Nottingham back to Hildeford. Goes to Kneiss on the far side. Nottingham on the right wing. Nottingham to Hildeford. Bounce passes to Gress. Back to Hildeford. Drives in the lane and walks. Ball gives it back, but we have another turnover added.
Well, we're doing so much better in the second half when we have good movement. That time we didn't. We just kind of dribbled, pick up our dribble. Nobody cutting to the basket. When we've taken it to Vincennes Lincoln, we've had some good success.
Green on the right wing. Skip passes on the near side. Three-pointer in the air, up and no good by Foster. Egbert goes high for the rebound, and is tied up by Lang. Change of possession. Arrow gives it to the Wildcats. Rue will check back in for Jasper. Gress will sit out.
Well, Walt, against this zone, we're getting what we want. That's some quick shots by Lincoln.
This is an important possession. We have not been closer than 9 points since the first quarter. and we could get there with a bucket here. Hilgeford to Rue. Hilgeford near side. Bounce passes the ball. That is Egbert, who has it blocked by Lang. Outlet pass to Hine, out of bounds, and it goes back to the Wildcats.
Thank you very much. Turnover number 17.
Well, the big girls for the big girls for Vincennes have been impressive.
They blocked 7 or 8 shots. I have unofficially.
Nottingham, Hilgeford near side, top of the key to Canice. Canice drives in the lane. Nice pass to Rue off the glass. No, got to hit those.
Yeah, she went up with her left hand, and no need for that. Just go up strong with your right hand, finish it, go back and play defense. But we've missed a lot of good-looking shots.
And we still have the ball as Rue will put the ball into play underneath the Wildcats bucket. Canice will hand the ball to Nottingham. Nottingham drives in the lane and is fouled.
Be only the second foul on Lincoln, and the second, Jasper has 2 fouls as well. 2:43 mark of the third quarter.
That's Krager going to pick up the personal foul for Vincennes. That is her 4th, and I believe they will probably get her out of the ball game. But they're going to have to wait.
Yep, they said the sub didn't make it, even though the bench got her in.
Rue puts the ball into play. It's the ball to Hilgeford. Nottingham on the near side.
So you attack 13, Walt. She's got 4 fouls on her.
Comes back,
right here.
And a walk will be called, and that could have been the 5th foul on
exactly. That's
Krager.
The time to go after her. You got to know that. She's got 4 fouls. They couldn't get her out of the game.
That could have been number 5. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And it is Vincennes with the ball. Green to Carmine. It's knocked away. Cats have it.
There's bodies everywhere.
Yes, it is kind of physical. As Nottingham turns it over and gets it back to Vincennes. So 2:18 to go. End of third quarter. It's 40-31. Cats have had a couple of opportunities to get it closer and haven't done it yet to this point in time as Carmine.
Final for you, Walt. Heritage Hills wins 45-36 over Forest Park. Another turnover for the Cats, taking it away.
Well, they've got it in transition as it comes down to Rue on the baseline, takes the pass from Nottingham. We got ourselves a ball game. 1:56 to go in the third period with the score. Vincennes 40 and Jasper 34. A timeout.
Pointer after the turnover. That's what you like to do, convert.
Carmine will bring it up for the Alices. A 2-possession ball game. Hasn't been this close in a while. Carmine to Green. High post Lang. And his Hine back underneath. The Cats get the takeaway. Another turnover.
Their youth is really showing right now, Walt.
Nottingham to Hilgeford. 3-pointer is no good. Rue gets it. Puts it back up, and she's fouled. Pace Jenkins will tell us who it's on. A couple of Alice's in the vicinity. And it will be Rue going to the free throw line for the Cats. And she hits it. Courtney Rue with 10 points. All her other points have been on 3-point shots. 40-35. And she hits that. It's 40-36 now. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. Hyde across the timeline to Green. Puts the ball to Lang on the baseline underneath. Canice takes the ball away for the Wildcats as the press work for Jasper. Rue back to Canice. Canice back to Rue. 3-pointer baseline. Rue is good. The Cats are only down by 1 at 40-39. What a comeback by the Wildcats. Timeout called by Travis Connor. 1:13 to go in the third period with the score. Vincennes, the press by Jasper's really bothered Vincennes. Carmine brings it up across the timeline. 1:07 to go in the period. Comes back to Carmine, open 3. Got it. That was big for Vincennes.
Yeah, I hate to see it, but that's one that they needed, that's for sure.
16 points for Carmine. And being Darian Carmine, it's 43-39. On the baseline, Nottingham That rim's off, no good. It's tapped into the air. Lang gets the rebound, and Canice ties her up. Change of possession arrow goes to Vincennes. Cats have momentum on their side and a little mojo right now.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of just not overdoing it, and they've actually missed some close shots even this quarter.
Comes into Green. Green, and the pressure by Egbert causes Green to lose it out of bounds.
Well, the Alice fans are upset, said she was forced out of bounds.
I've never seen a night the Alice's fans weren't upset at some juncture or another, especially here.
Yep.
That is going to be kicked by Carmine as Hilgeford had it. Cats will have it side court. 29 seconds to go in the third period as it comes into Canice. Cats set it up. Maybe going for the final shot of the quarter. Nottingham to Hilgeford. Back to Nottingham. Back to Hilgeford. Baseline Rue. High post Egbert. Back to Nottingham. Nottingham drive. Scoop shot. Good by Nottingham.
Once again attacking the rim. Great job.
Nottingham with 12 points. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. And they're going to get Hilgeford, it looks like, for the foul.
Yeah, man, well, when you're 80 feet from the basket with 2.6 seconds to go, you don't need to bump and grind like that. Just let her have the ball.
43-41. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. Ball comes into Carmine. Will she get a shot off? Yep. Way short. What a comeback by Jasper in the third quarter after three. It is Vincennes Lincoln 43, Jasper 41.
And the sad part is they hit two out of five, so they got 5 shots off.
Cats coming toward us in the fourth quarter. A bucket here could tie the ball game. I think the last time this game was tied was 0.
Yep.
Nottingham drive, shoots, and we're tied. 43-all.
Again, attacking the rim has been the key in this half.
17 points by Brooke Nottingham.
Cats been in a zone this whole second half. Done a nice job of just taking Vincennes out of the rhythm. They haven't been able to get the ball inside.
Carmine works the ball on the left wing, and the three-pointer is good by the other Carmine, that being Macy.
Yeah, nobody near her that time.
7 points for her. It's 46-43 Vincennes. Rue to Canice, back to Rue. Hilgeford free throw line, shot fake to Egbert. That's no good. Canice rebounds. Yes, and one. Foul on Green.
Nice strong rebound and follow-up by Canice.
She powered through Green. And with an old-fashioned three-pointer, she can tie it up again. As that personal foul is on Green, that's her second. No good. It's bounced around, bodies hit the floor, and it's going to be a timeout called by Vincennes.
I'm surprised nobody had possession of the ball. Normally you don't get a timeout.
6:57 to go in the ball game.
Go Jasper, I think.
Cats can actually take their first lead of the game right here. As Hilgeford has to get it in, finally finds Nottingham. Nottingham has it. Bounce passes on the far side and gets it right back after the pass to Rue. Nottingham on the right wing, drives in the lane, kicks the ball back to Hilgeford. Nice bounce pass in the lane to Rue, up no good. Rue gets it, yes, and the shot was good, but they're going to say it was on the floor beforehand. That was Rue powering through. The Cats are going to get it underneath their own bucket.
4 fouls on Lincoln, 3 on Jasper. 6:40 to go in the ball game.
That foul is on Hyde, and that's her first. Canice bounce passes it to Nottingham. Nottingham shot fakes it. Works underneath to Egbert. Up no good, but she's fouled. I think it's going to be Lang. It's Lang or Hyde. And we have a chance to go to the free throw line and take the lead in the ball game.
Yeah, nice drive by Brooke Nottingham, and then Egbert followed her. Reagan did a nice job. Found a way to get to the free throw line where we're 7 of 15. 7 of 16.
Well, we
that
could
tie it. That could be a big factor here in this game.
Yes, it well could.
It is, I guess, would be a better way to look at it.
Second one is up, and that is also no good. And Green has the board for Vincennes. Boy, we needed those. Green works it down. It's tapped away. Jasper had it momentarily. It's a rugby scrum. Bodies hit the floor. Hyder's on the floor. Canice is on the floor. Change of possession arrow gives it back to Vincennes.
Well, it's nice to get that in there, Walt. Then we'll get the next one. So they're already at their offensive end.
Hyde puts it into play for the Alices. Gets it to Lang. Lang to Carmine on the right wing. Got Nottingham on her. Drives in the lane. Helgeford's going to pick up the foul. And that's going to be Nottingham picking up the foul. Our first personal foul. Team's fourth. Vincennes will put it into play underneath their own bucket. Carmine will put it in for the Lady Alices. Ball comes in to Macy Carmine.
Stolen by Canice.
Taken away by Canice. Nottingham with the basketball for Jasper. Drives in, kicks it back to Rue for the lead. Got it!
Three.
That's a three-point shot by Rue. Give the assist to Nottingham, and the Cats are up 48-46. Three-pointer by Carmine, no good. Lang, no good. Canice comes down with a rebound. What a comeback by the Wildcats. Canice with the ball. Jasper a chance to elongate the lead. I have not been able to say that all night. Nottingham for the Cats in the lane. Scoop, no. And a foul is going to be called on Vincennes.
So our spacing's been better, and going to the basket has been so much better. That time Brooke, a little hesitation, dribble. Now, Walt, hopefully with Brooke, we'll start knocking them down because that's 7 fouls on Lincoln. But at the free throw line, we're only 7 of 17 for this ball game.
Free throw is good.
There you go.
Nottingham looking for some hardware. She has 18 points and a bucket load of assists.
Yeah, she's played a nice floor game.
50-46 Jasper. 51-46 Jasper. 5:26 left in this one. Full court pressure by the Cats. As working the ball is Krager. Krager out on the right wing. Gets it to Green. Green, one dribble. Knocked around, taken away by Hildeford.
Nice play.
Cats defense has gotten a lot better.
Well, that's 24 turnovers, 25.
51-46 Jasper. Hildeford on the right wing. Goes on the baseline to Rue. Rue drives, kicks the ball underneath. Shot is up and no good by Egbert, but she's going to be fouled and going to the free throw line.
Well, if that's on Hind, that's a tough one because when you block from behind, they call it, but that's actually easier to block a shot back there without fouling. But way to go to Hole Reagan. Now she'll knock these down.
51-46 the score, much needed.
Mike Zaire going to go over something here.
I think they're checking the numbers on the scoreboard on the foul. A foul is listed on Green, which would be her third. I think they're checking on that. As it is going to be on Green. Okay. Free throw is up and is no good by Egbert.
Well, it looked like it was in. We are shooting 45% right now, Walt. Last week, or Tuesday night, we hit, 16 out of our first 19.
Now she got that one. That's a big one. That's 3 points for Reagan Egbert, 52-46. 51-46.
Well, we've done a great job of not letting them get the ball inside the second half.
Carmine and a reach foul by Canice for the Wildcats.
I could see, Coach, why. Use your head. 5th foul on Jasper. There was nothing going on there. Just kind of attacked her.
Claire Canice's second personal foul. Carmine puts it into play underneath the Vincennes bucket. And that comes into Lang, and that's going to be on Egbert, I do believe. And
well, 2 quick ones now. We have 16 fouls. Next one, Vincennes Lincoln will be shooting, and they've been hot at the free throw line.
3 fouls on Egbert. Carmine drives the baseline, and she goes out of bounds. Cats get the ball.
Coach upset, said she was forced out of bounds, but not going to happen.
Coach Connor talking to the official all the way down. Canice drives in the lane, loses it. Green has it for Vincennes. She drives coast to coast and scores. Green with 6 points, 51-48 Jasper, 4:23 left. Three-pointer rims off, no good by Hildefert. A rebound and a foul will be called on Vincennes. They're looking at Lang.
That was good positioning that time by Claire Canice for the rebound.
Big free throws. It's down to a 2-point, I make it a 3-point game.
She Walt Lang.
That's it. She's done.
Huge. I don't keep individual fouls, but she knew it. She went over the back, and she headed right toward the Lincoln bench.
She has 16 points. You know how many she has in the second half?
Yeah.
0.
Yep. They have not gotten the ball inside.
That's going to bring Canice to the free throw line with very important free throws.
Yeah, she needs to start knocking them down, especially after that last turnover.
Misfired. It's knocked out of bounds.
Ball.
Should be. Green hit it last. It's Jasper's ball.
Nice job going after by Reagan.
Hildefert will put it into play underneath the Jasper basket. 4:16 left. Cats are up by 3. That is Canice. That's no good, and Green has the rebound.
You're up 3 with 4 to go.
Carmine across the timeline for Vincennes. Drives in the lane to Hyde. Blocked. Put back up. No good. And Canice is going to pick up another foul. And Hyde is going to go to the free throw line and a chance to get it back to a 1-point ball game. That is 3 fouls on Canice. Free throw is no good.
Free throw shooting in this fourth quarter, not very good.
I'm going to attribute that to some tired legs. These ladies have played hard.
3 of 8 at the free throw line this quarter.
One more for Hyde. She's been held to 4 points. No good. And coming out with the rebound is Egbert for the Cats. So it stays a 3-point ball game. Nottingham for the Wildcats goes to Canice. Canice back to Nottingham. Nottingham in the lane, walks with the ball and gives it back to Vincennes.
Yeah, try to take it too far. Going in there in no man's land. So Cats with a chance to open it up a little bit. Instead, Vincennes Lincoln's cut it to 3 with 3:40 to go in the ballgame.
Now Carmine across the timeline. A Trey would tie it up. Goes back to Krager on the near side. Green skips it back to Marissa Carmine. Carmine puts it up. Good block by the Wildcats, but it comes right back out to Krager. Marissa Carmine skips passes on the far side. Driving in the lane. A little bit out of control is Krager. And a foul is going to be called on Jasper, I do believe. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
That's 4 on Reagan Egbert. At the free throw line is Krager, and she hits that one. She is 2 of 3 at the line, has 2 points tonight. Gress will come into the ball game for Egbert. 51 for Jasper, 49 for Vincennes.
I don't think you can set Egbert down very long.
I would agree. 1-point ball game. She hits them both. 51-50. 3:15 left in the contest. Canice. That is Ruth. 3-pointer, no good. Canice gets the rebound, puts it up, and that is good by Claire.
That's a huge follow.
53-50 Jasper. Claire Canice with 8 points. Jasper gets into their defense. Carmine for Vincennes.
Cats' definition of a good shot, Walt, is if you feel it, shoot it.
That's it.
Putting up threes.
Lobs it underneath to Hine. Hine puts it up, no, and she's going to be fouled. I think that's Rue that's going to pick that one up.
It's her or Canice.
Well, it's 4 for whoever it is.
Yep.
That's Claire picking up the foul. That's her 4th.
Well, you don't want to put Hine at the line.
No. Free throw up.
Worked.
It hits the their leg. It's Murder's going to come into the ball game for Cadiz. Their legs have to be tired.
I like this. Murder's a veteran. She's a junior, but she's seen a lot of minutes.
And she's a banger. She's a physical presence.
If she can shoot, she's got a good 12-and-in jump shot.
And his second one is good.
Cats are going to have to handle some pressure now the other way.
53-51, Cats by 2, and it's taken away by Hyde, but Jasper gets it right back. Hyde gets it right back. And a foul is going to be called on Brooke Nottingham.
Yeah, she's got to know she had the ball and she gave it up right away to one of our forwards. And Brooke's got to just come out of there with the dribble and get to the free throw line. The ball's got to be in her hands these last 2.5 minutes.
Hyde
tried to throw it off hind leg. Didn't work out. She's too strong.
Hyde with a chance to tie it up. She's not going to do it at the free throw line. That is no good.
We got a block out here, Cats, and everybody go to the rim.
Hyde 3 of 6 in the ball game at the free throw line. She missed them both. It's knocked around, and that's going to be last touch by Lang. By Hyde. Lang's out of the ball game. Hyde.
So Cats are going to bring back in 2. Murder comes out. Gress comes out. We go offense. Kenise, Hilgerford, Egbert, Rue, Nottingham.
Full court pressure by Vincennes. The ball comes into Egbert, gets the ball down to Hilgerford. Hilgerford loses it, and Green has it for Vincennes.
You got to get back and play defense.
Yep. Green. Skip passes to Marissa Carmine. On the baseline, Carmine gets it back. Carmine on the right wing to Marissa Carmine on the left wing. As we head toward the 2-minute mark. Loops it back out to Darian Carmine. Drives in the lane. Up, no good. Coming out with a rebound is Rue for the Wildcats.
Got to get the ball in Nottingham's hands. I'm sorry.
Kenise near the timeline. 1:49 left. The Cats are up by 2. Nottingham on the far side. Nottingham back to Kenise. Near side, Courtney Rue. Bounce passes it to Hilgerford near the timeline.
This is where you want your best free throw shooters handling the ball, too, Walt, for obvious reasons.
1:30 left. Kenise with the basketball for the Wildcats near side, Hilgerford. Hilgerford bounce passes to Courtney Rue. Comes on the baseline. Back out to Kenise. Kenise, Hilgerford down to 1:15. Nottingham goes on the baseline to Egbert. Egbert back to Kenise as we head toward the 1-minute mark. Whistle and a foul will be called on Green, and Kenise will be going to the free throw line.
Okay, Nottingham probably touched it about 10%, 15% of that time period. You got to put it in her hands. She's the one you want at the line.
Offensive, defensive. Murder and Gress coming back in. Kenise need these free throws. That is no good. Now Kenise can make it a 3-point game if she hits this one. Pace Jenkins bounces her the basketball. Free throw is good.
Good shot.
54-51 Jasper. And Kenise will come out of the ball game.
Ideally, you don't give up anything quick. You make them work for it here, and you don't want to put them at the line.
It is Krager with the ball on the baseline for Vincennes. Skips it out to Marissa Carmine to Hyde. Back to Marissa Carmine. Hyde on the baseline. Marissa Carmine left wing. Reverses the ball to Krager. Ill-advised 3. No good. Rebound to Jasper. Murder with a rebound. Comes down and across the timeline for the Cats. That's Isabel Blasey. And that's going to be a foul on Vincennes. And going to the free throw line, Isabel Blasey. She can knock these down.
All right.
What do we do after she hits both these?
Well, it doesn't matter what I think. I keep saying Nottingham needs the ball. That's who you want at the free throw line.
Isabel misses. This is an important free throw because it makes it a 2-possession ball game.
Sure it is.
Come on, Isabel. Missed them both. Hyde has the rebound. And working the ball down is Carmine. 30 seconds to go, and a timeout is called by Vincennes. 31 seconds to go in the ball game. 54-51 Vincennes. Jasper 6-51. Really big.
A quick one. Make them work.
And that is Carmine. She'll fire up a 3. That rims off, no good.
Big rebound, that a girl.
Rue has the rebound. They get it to Egbert. 10 seconds of the ball game.
Smart right there.
It goes underneath to Blasey. Blasey hits it.
It was Nottingham.
Oh, Nottingham. Pardon me, Nottingham hits it. And how appropriate.
How about that?
The shot at the end of the game is no good. And the Cats win the ball game 57